Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a steering control bar for your transom mounted trolling motor. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. These are the main parts I'm going to be using in this project. This is an Axiom 1 1/8 inch diameter bike seat post clamp. And then this is a 1/4 by 20 double eye bolt turnbuckle. And this is a 1/4 by 20 either piece of all thread, or what I did was just cut the head off a bolt, and then these two 1/4 by 20 nuts. When using a double eye bolt turnbuckle, you're going to have opposite threaded ends. So to determine what you have, first off, I want the standard threaded side, which is going to be righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, which means as I'm turning this right, the eye bolt will go in towards the center of the turnbuckle body. So if I go to the opposite side and do that same kind of twist, you'll see that the eye bolt goes inside when I do the opposite turn. So because I want to use the standard thread, I made a little mark on there so I would know which side is which, and then I'll remove this eye bolt from the opposite threaded side and then recut the threads on the soft aluminum interior. I wanted to show you how I cut the threads for the opposite sided thread of this turnbuckle. What I have here is a 1/4 by 20 stainless steel bolt, and I just started it in the end here, and then what I will do is just go ahead and twist it through, making sure it stays straight until it goes all the way through here and cuts my new threads. And then once I have that, I can remove it and put in my standard threaded eye bolt. Okay, so after I rethreaded the side, here's my standard right to tighten, left to loosen eye bolt, and you can see that it's going to go right in. So now this is all ready for me to complete the other steps. This is a close-up of the clamp I'll be using in this project, and I wanted to show you the mods that I'm going to do to it. First of all, it comes with this screw here, which I will keep, which compresses the clamp. And then it has these two threaded holes on both of these end sections here. And I'm going to drill those all the way out straight through to accept a 1/4 by 20 piece of all thread. Then there's also a little lip up here in the top section here, and that's for when you put this over the seat post of a bicycle to keep it from sliding all the way down. And I'm just going to file that down to make it smooth so it'll slide over the standard trolling motor shaft. Okay, what I've done is place the clamp inside a vise, and I'm just using this piece of cardboard to protect it. And that little lip that's in here that keeps this clamp from sliding all the way down on the bicycle seat post needs to be filed down so it will slide over the trolling motor shaft. And what I used was just this file. You can use something else if you want, but it's got a curvature to it. So I just placed it in here and just went around, and it didn't take too long, just a few minutes, until I totally ground down that lip. And you can just put your finger in there and feel that you have a nice smooth surface, and you know that you've reached the depth that you want. And then here's my piece of trolling motor shaft, and as you can see, now it slides in there just fine. Okay, so this is the finished project loosely put together. And in the center here you can see I have my clamp after I drilled the 1/4 inch hole through, and I have my all thread. Then I have the body of my turnbuckles here, along with my eye bolt and my nut. And the reason I did the retapping of the body of the turnbuckle is because now I can use everything with standard 1/4 by 20 materials. And there's another way to do this if you happen to have the tools. You can just go ahead and undersize drill a hole, and then you can tap the holes on either side and run in a little section of 1/4 20 all thread, or cut the head off another bolt. Okay, so now I have this steering control bar mounted on my test trolling motor, and you can see how everything sits on there. One thing I do want to bring up: when you are putting on this clamp, you have to make sure you put it on before you attach your top section that caps off your trolling motor shaft. Otherwise, you won't be able to slide it over. And what I usually do on my caps on the shafts, I just make them very tight and I don't use any adhesive or anything. So in case of an emergency, or if I have to do rewiring, I can just pop them off. So that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. Thank you.